What's up, guys? What's up? What's up, guys? AWO here in the house. How are you guys doing? Afternoon stream today. A very afternoon stream today. So how are you all doing? I'm gonna get to you guys in a minute. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment below. Please do that for me. If you can. Okay. Do all that for me. Alright. So, alright. I had a great stream last night. I'll let you all know. I had a great stream last night. Alright. Really fun stream last night with Blinded and people in the chat, new people, old people. I really had a great stream. Okay? Tremendous stream. Not gonna lie. Okay? Fun stream talking about DC, James Gunn, Warner Bros., Paramount, all that. Okay? So that was fun. That was fun. Hopefully today will be a little more fun. I got about 2 hours max, but I might end this hour and a half. Okay? Because I gotta order pizza for dinner. So I don't have a lot. So yeah, I gotta end this before I order pizza for dinner. Yes, I'm getting pizza for dinner tonight. So okay. So that's So if you're just dropping in, if you're new or one of my current subs, welcome aboard. Okay, welcome aboard. Right? Always welcome to have people in my community, new or old. It doesn't matter. Okay. On this stream, I'm not sure. No. No. On this stream, we are going to talk about Marvel. We're going to talk about Marvel. That's what the streams can be about, okay? Marvel. The MCU. Okay? That's what the streams can be about. Okay? So sit back, relax, enjoy the show. Come talk, come communicate with me. All right? And yeah. This is what we're going to do, man. Hope to see the chat popping like it was yesterday. Yesterday's chat, that was popping yesterday. That was a great chat. That was popping. Hope to see as good. I hope to see just as good, okay, as yesterday. And go check out my video today. All right. Question is, what this stream is about. Okay. What the stream is about. Will these next 3 MCU movies end Marvel fatigue? Okay. Will they? Okay. MCU fatigue. Let's call it that. MCU fatigue. We're not going to talk comic book fatigue. MCU fatigue, because there's no doubt that there has been. I do personally, Razor. I do, but you never know. I do. I do. It's just you never know. That's what the stream is about. But there's no, obviously, the past few years, there's been fatigue, Marvel fatigue. And you can say comic book fatigue if you want to generalize it all. Okay? Which is fine, no problem. Okay? You want to generalize it all, Marvel fatigue. Fine. Okay? Okay? So, and last year, 2025, no Marvel movie, I think for the first time in a long time, has gone to 600 million at the box office. 600 million. Okay? 2020 is that disaster is that there, okay? That 2020 to me doesn't count. Okay? 2020 we're in unprecedented times, and which affected basically all of Hollywood, basically affected the whole world, right? 2020, right? We all know what happened in 2020, obviously. Okay? That's kind of got to ignore that, right? 2021, Marvel started releasing their stuff again, right? Black Widow, Eternals, Shang-Chi, and Sony Marvel released Spider-Man No Way Home. Okay? They did moderate success at the box office, but still people were hesitant to go to the theaters during 2021. Except for Spider-Man No Way Home. Spider-Man No Way Home, that hesitancy wasn't there. Okay? There wasn't that hesitancy for No Way Home. Okay? That's because that almost made $2 billion, so that's definitely a sign there was no hesitancy for No Way Home. Okay? 2022, Marvel did very well at the box office, actually. Very successful at the box office. Doctor Strange. Okay. Multiverse of Madness. Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. 800 million. Almost got to $1 billion, but didn't get to $1 billion. Thor Love and Thunder. Over 700 million. And Wakanda Forever got to 800 million. Success. Moderate success. Good success there, right? Successful financial raise. Not to $1 billion, but almost close. Almost there. 2023 was up and down at the box office. Ant-Man did not hit. Ant-Man, what Marvel promoted Ant-Man is as one of the biggest movies in a while, Quantumania. It did not get anywhere close to what they thought. It box office wise, they thought it'd make more money. Right? They thought Ant-Man was gonna make more money. Okay? Okay, they thought Ant-Man was gonna make more money. That's okay. But it didn't. But Guardians Guardians came out same year in May, and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, was very successful. But the Marvels came, and Marvels was a major miss, a huge miss. The Marvels absolutely did horrible at the box office. Really, really bad. Might be the lowest grossing Marvel film of all time. Might be. Okay. Might be considered the lowest grossing Marvel film of all time, The Marvels. Okay. And then 2024 came along. 2024 only had one Marvel movie. Deadpool and Wolverine. And that was a mega success. It one of few Marvel movies since 2020 to cost $1 billion. Right? It was a huge success. 1.4 billion. Deadpool Wolverine was a huge success. Then we get to 2025. 2025 is when things look really, really bad for Marvel. And I thought their movies were solid in 2020, specifically Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four. But in 2025, Captain America. All right. What's good, Blinded? Okay, I'm going to put Blinded on. Thunderbolts, which I thought was really, really good. Okay. And Fantastic Four. None of them hit 600 million. Okay. And along this road, there's a lot of confusion with MCU, the inconsistencies, the changes behind the scenes, the behind the scenes drama, the push to put more quality than quantity. I mean, more quantity than quality. Okay. The greed. Okay, Blinded's gonna come on, guys. Don't worry, he's gonna come on. Okay. And a lack of interest in some characters and some of the shows and some of the movies that did not hit. Some flaws started to kick in the MCU. Okay? Some flaws were starting to be shown in the MCU. Okay? Okay? And now, obviously, the three biggest movies in the MCU is going to come out the next year and somewhat, okay? Spider-Man, Doomsday, and Secret Wars, right? Secret Wars and Doomsday are being billed as Avenger movies, big-time event movies, right? Movies that Disney executives, well, Doomsday at least, executives have high hopes for. Okay? That believe in this thing, okay? Okay? Right? I mean, yeah, so I'm blind will be on a second. That Disney has very high hopes for. As they should. I mean, it's the Avengers movie. They can't be upset. They can't say, no, this is not good. This is going to suck. Redo it. Whatever. Okay? Okay? And make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment below, guys. Please. Okay? Do a lot for me. Okay? But now, with these movies, is it going to restore faith, or is it going to end? Is it going to, or is it going to be the nail in the coffin for the MCU, and they might have to force a reboot? Kevin Feige might be forced to do a reboot. Is these movies, and he did say Secret Wars is kind of like a soft reboot, right? He did say Secret Wars is kind of a soft reboot. He did say that. So, now that's the question, right? So what do I think? I'm going to give both sides of the argument here. Why? Why I believe it can, and if it doesn't, what the ramifications? What's going to happen? What's going to happen? Okay? And Blind will come on. He's kind of like my co-host in these situations. Okay? So, okay. Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Most popular Marvel character, period. There's nobody on Marvel that's on par with Spider-Man. Okay? Nobody is on par with Spider-Man. This is a fact when it comes to Marvel. There's nobody on par with Spider-Man in terms of popularity. Okay? Okay, Blinded. Okay? When it comes to popularity, there is nobody like Spider-Man in Marvel. So, Spider-Man Brand New Day. 2 months away. It's March now. It just turned March. So we got all of March, April, May, June, and July. So 4 months, I think you could. Well, from March 31st to July 31st, I guess it's 4 months. There's a 31st in July, right? I think so. So yeah, it'll be like 4 months. All right. That movie's being hyped a lot, right? With who are the villains going to be? Who are the villains going to be in that movie? We know some of them already. We know some of them already are Scorpion, Eight Ball, Boomerang. Okay. Also, who's Tombstone? Tombstone. Okay. Tombstone also. We can't forget about Tombstone. Also, the Hulk and Punisher. And who's Sadie Sink going to be? Okay. Okay. Who is Sadie Sink going to be? That movie. And Inspired. All right. Waiting on the trailer. Everybody's waiting on the trailer. I'm waiting on the trailer for sure. Definitely. Okay. I'm waiting on the trailer for that movie. I'm not denying. I'm waiting on the trailer for that movie. Okay. Okay. But the hype surrounding that movie, just because of the cast of characters. New director, right? It's a new director. It's not John Watts. It's a new director, Daniel Creston. Actually, I think it's a pretty good director. Uh, Daniel Destin Daniel Cretton, all right? Who's obviously did Shang-Chi. No, he didn't do Shang-Chi. Yeah, he did do Shang-Chi. My bad. Good director, right? Obviously. Uh, right? So he's doing Brand New Day. Okay? He's doing that movie. And so going a new direction. He also produced Wonder Man, which I like. I liked Wonder Man. Okay? I did like Wonder Man. I thought it was a fun show, Wonder Man. I wish more people saw it, but it is what it is. It happened. Okay? There's nothing you can do about that. Okay? Nothing you can do about that. Uh, okay. Red's in the house. I was playing Resident Evil just before I got on. Uh, Before I had set up the stream. God, bitch. Okay, whatever. Okay. Blind is here. Blind will be here in a minute, but he's here. He's here in spirit. Okay. Now, where's 56K? And where's George? Where's Sideways? Where's my team? Where's my friends? It's just red and blinded. Make sure to like, share, subscribe too, guys. And new viewers. I hate the new Resident Evil game. Why? Because keep dying? Is that why? All right. Let's continue on. But these movies, it's definitely a break. I'll say this. If the Avenger movies are trash, not good, yeah, I think nobody's gonna see the Marvel movies going forward. Okay, but I do think if these Marvel movies are good, if these Avenger movies are good, I do think it has. That's what I mean. You got me there, Red. Okay, so if these Avenger movies are good, I do believe. I would say that the follow-up movies, not the big spectacles, not the big event movies. What's the other side? Not the big spectacle, the follow-up movies. I think there's a chance people will go back to the theaters to see what follows up. So, for example, I don't know. So, so, so for example, if say they introduce a Doctor Strange 3 movie, I think more people will see Doctor Strange 3. I think if they announce let's say a Fantastic Four 2, Fantastic Four 2, okay. Fantastic Four 2, they would. Fantastic Four 2 will probably do a lot better. More people will see Fantastic Four 2. Fantastic Four second steps. I'm this, all right? That's my point, okay? That's what I'm trying to say, right? I think it will rejuvenate the interest in the MCU. If Avengers and Secret Wars is really, really good, and Spider-Man, people will be a lot more invested in the MCU. Okay, oh my god, the MCU is back. They'll tweet, they'll say, oh my god, the MCU is back, something like that. Okay, the MCU is back. Thor, yeah, Thor 5. I mean, there's a chance, because I could say this: if there was a Thor 5 before Secret Wars and Doomsday, I think Thor 5 would do much less than Thor Love and Thunder. I think if we had a Thor 5 between now, Secret Wars, and Doomsday, I don't think Thor 5 would do well. Because Thor 4, Love and Thunder left a bad taste in a lot of Marvel fans' mouths, and a lot of movie critics and audiences' mouths. And I think if they released Thor 5 now and before Secret Wars and Doomsday, I don't think it would do well. I think it would have made less than Thor Love and Thunder. And that's a byproduct of Thor Love and Thunder. Because of Thor Love and Thunder. Okay? That would be because of Thor Love and Thunder. Okay? I did not like Thor Love and Thunder. Yeah, maybe, yes. Yes, Sideways, yes. Yes. Okay? But I'm just saying, with this point, I think X-Men might be safe. X-Men might be safe, and Spider-Man might be safe. But if Avengers, Doomsday, and Secret Wars is not as good, and there's a chance that and it'll make a lot of money, but reception-wise, and people are not excited for it, or when they see it, they're like, "Oh, this is the worst Avenger films movies." And I think Fantastic Four, and Doctor Strange 3, and Thor 5 could suffer because of that. I think Thor. Look, I don't think the executives are not afraid of what's going to happen with Avengers Doomsday, because they know people are going to go see the movies for that and Secret Wars. But I think they should be aware of that those movies need to be hits. You saw what Justice League did. To the DCU. Okay? You saw what Justice League did. Justice League, Justice League put again Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Flash, uh, Cyborg. All you saw, yeah. If Doomsday does not make 1 billion, Kevin Feige probably needs to be let go. That's a major red flag. That's a major getting back to the drawing board. That's a major meeting. If if Avengers Doomsday does not if Avengers Doomsday does not make 1 billion, you're calling a meeting. You're calling a meeting. Okay? You're gonna call a meeting. That's what happened. Okay? But if these movies are flops, it could definitely be a major one of the biggest turning point in the MCU future. Are people going to be interested in seeing the movies going forward after that? They have to hit. These two movies are a pivoting point. Pivoting point. The Avenger movies. They're a pivoting point. We saw what Justice League did, man. Justice League. I know nobody people like BVS. BVS. Yeah, BVS had its huge problems, but Justice League. You look at the team. Yeah, Kevin Feige said they go to DCU and when Paramount kicks James Gunn to the curb. Can you imagine? All right. But all right. Is it okay? It's gonna affect the movies going forward. Okay. It's gonna affect the movies going forward. Because the people that did not see the Marvel movies last year, where the box office was low for Marvel, were DC, Superman. Superman beat out all three Marvel movies. You know who affected that? You know who affected the box office for those movies? It wasn't us, because everybody here probably saw those movies. Okay, saw those movies, right? In this chat, or at least probably. It was the casuals. Mostly the casuals did not see it, or the people that fell off, people that got off the MCU train. Okay, like, right? Most of the casuals, I would say. I fapped to those movies. There's 56K. I knew you'd be here, right? It's that. It's good to see you, 56K. Gay. Okay. Spider-Man, Avengers, and Secret Wars are going to get the casuals. They're going to get the casuals because it's going to do wise, right? It's going to do well financially wise. But are they going to like it? Are they going to like it? If they don't, if it's not as good as look, Endgame. Look, I don't think Endgame was a terrible Avengers movie. It was a solid movie, Endgame, but Infinity War was way better than Endgame, way better. But Endgame was Endgame. Doomsday, man, look, if the leaks are true, I'm just saying the leaks are true. Hugh Jackman, Ryan Reynolds, right? All Marvel characters, Spider-Man, okay? Robert Downey Jr.'s Doctor Doom. This movie should do well financially. This isn't like a Hall of Fame, not an all-star cast, like a Hall of Fame cast. Most, at least most of the actors, like Hall of Fame, right? It's like the freaking LA Dodgers buying all these star players. Okay, okay, all right. This look at the star-studded cast. Look at this. Hugh Jackman, Deadpool themselves, Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman, Wolverine, Deadpool, that themselves got them to 1.3, 1.4 billion. Okay? How much them being in potentially Avengers Doomsday would add to that box office? How much? Okay? This was the name Avengers Doomsday, right? But people have to like it. And these movies are not received well or one of the lowest scores. I'm not right? It's just I'm not trying to be negative here because I don't think maybe I will, but I don't think that's the case. It's just that it will affect the movies going forward. And I'm going to say it's going to affect certain characters' movies going forward. Okay? Certain characters' movies going forward. Okay? I don't think it'll affect X-Men. I think X-Men might be safe, and Spider-Man 5 will be safe. But I think it could affect Thor because Thor, yeah, like Thor could be teetering on Captain America level of Captain America level of drop. Arrow crash out. I thought I was gonna crash out. I will crash out. Okay. Where is that? Okay. All right. I'm all right. Thor, especially. Who's gonna see Shang-Chi 2? Well, nobody likes Shang-Chi, and who's gonna see Shang-Chi 2? All right. Who's gonna see that? Okay. Oh man, Avengers Doomsday can actually hurt Fantastic Four 2 or really help Fantastic Four 2, right? Fantastic Four 2, Avengers Doomsday Secret Wars, it could hurt that movie a lot. Because they're going to get a sequel. Fantastic Four, you're going to get a sequel. Okay? It can actually hurt that movie. Okay? Who do you say Shang-Chi will... Okay? It can really hurt that movie. It can. Because if they... okay? It can. And do you want... And they'll be like, oh, not even the MCU can save the Fantastic Four. You're going to get that. I believe that's sideways. I think that's true. Felt fatter than priest. I don't think this is a rumor. I think that's going to happen. Okay. Because I think Chris Evans is not coming back to the MCU to be a mainstay again. I think he's just coming back for these Avenger movies, and that's it. Like Robert Downey Jr., I don't think Robert Downey Jr. is coming back to be a mainstay. I think he's just coming back to be Doom, and that's it. Okay? Aquafina. Oh my god. Red, don't even joke about that. No. Her name is Katie. Is it Katie? Yeah, Katie, right? Okay. Okay. Aquafina. My god. Okay. Katie did. Aquafina is why he pictured me when he thought I was black. All right. All right. Like Fantastic Four, man. You're gonna get that. You're gonna get. Oh my god. Oh my god. Fantastic. Not even MCU can see for the Fantastic Four. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Help! Fantastic Four is dead. How come water? Fantastic Four is dead. Okay, man. Like I seriously believe if Thor 5 came out before Doomsday and Secret Wars, it would make less money than Thor: Love and Thunder. Okay, I I think I think that would be the case. That's what I personally think. And if the Avenger movies are good and Thor's cool in it, cool and survives, and they do announce a Thor 5, I think it would do. I think it would do more better than Thor: Love and Thunder. Okay. Okay. I wasn't. Okay. It would do. It would right. Like these two movies could change the fortunes for these characters. For these characters. Oh. Oh my god! What did I just read? Oh my god! What? What? Low. Oh no. Okay. Oh, Comstar is built on the buck of right nerds. All right. All right. You know. There are certain Marvel characters that depend on the success of Avenger movies. Okay. Spider-Man is not one of them. To me, Spider-Man is not one of them. Okay. To me, Spider-Man is safe. I believe the X-Men would be safe. At least most of the X-Men. I believe it depends on the X-Men. I think if it's just a general X-Men movie, right? I think that would be safe. But I think it might depend on the characters of the X-Men. I think a Wolverine movie would be safe. I think it depends. I really do think it depends on which X-Men character. Okay. 56. Okay. I think it depends on that. Right? But like Thor, I mean, yeah, Thor's been in the MCU for years, but Thor's taken a huge hit. Fantastic Four. I mean, I thought it was going to do more in Superman, but Avenger movies, they have to be good to get people interested in Fantastic Four again, right? Right? For the sequel, we'll make more. The sequel, the Fantastic Four movie. If the Fantastic Four movie comes out after Avengers Secret Wars and those movies are good, Fantastic Four will do better than 500 million. I'm not saying I'm not gonna say it's gonna hit. Uh, I'm not saying it's gonna hit a billion, but I think it'll do better than 500 million. Okay. Okay. That's why he's in the countryside. Oh my god. Oh my god. You guys are ruthless. Ruthless. You guys. You guys. Oh my god. Okay. That is why. Man. You guys are ruthless. That's why we love you guys. You joke around with each other. You know you guys are not serious. New people. I know because sometimes I do get new people on here and you do subscribe. This is just my friends. This is just my friends shooting the shit with each other. Red, shut your. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's why Red loves and Ada Wong. Oh man. I think Blind is having too much fun going at Red instead of coming on the show. You're getting Mexican food in a bit for your lunch. Oh my god, there we go. There's Mr. House.
What's
You
up?
having, you having
I just
fun?
finished eating.
You having fun? You having fun with
I,
Red?
yeah, yeah. I heard. Has anybody heard this in the chat that now prepare for what I'm about to say. I said it in the chat. Well, just now that EVS apparently gives blowjobs to college students. Have you heard about this?
No. Really? Where did he hear?
On two occasions.
What the hell? What did he hear? What? No.
Yeah, I just learned this. I just learned this just now. Yeah, I have no clue what's going on there.
Who said this?
Well, apparently this was on 4chan, some story some guy told a long time ago. Basically saying that he met up with some guy. Guy gave him a blowjob, then he freaked out, and then like I guess years later, the guy saw EVS in a comics magazine, and he was like, "Holy shit, that's the guy who gave me the blowjob." And then some other guy told another story about Ethan Van Sciver, um, being gay or something. So I don't know. Not that I care. I don't care if he's gay, but I just think it's kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. Has anybody heard this story? It's a crazy story. I just need to come on and say that was my plan to come on and say this crazy revelation for me at least. Oh my god, the stupid Wi-Fi is not working. Okay,
What are
now it's
you
back to
on?
normal.
Oh,
Marvel
others.
Rivals.
Oh, well, it's funny. I have an echo from the Ada. Oh, well,
Although she wasn't Asian. Hmm. So the suspect.
That's a lot of
It's a
Oh man,
lost suspect.
what's up,
Yeah.
man?
So
How
what were
long?
you talking about with
Oh,
Marvel?
how long did you? Well, first again, how long did you play last night? Stream.
7 hours. 7 hours of playing marathon and just dying repeatedly. We only evac'd one time, and that was like the best run. And I actually got shit during that run, and then lost it. Well, I didn't lose all of it. I vaulted some of it, but I lost my shield, the blue shield that I got, which was pretty good. But yeah, I'm surprised I played that long. It's not a bad game. I think it has some issues, but I think they can iron out those issues. They're
Hmm.
very easy to solve, but oh,
And that's okay. I left the stream because it got too late for me, but okay. I had that 3 hours in the
yeah.
past. Well,
Well, he
yeah.
let you when you left. We pretty much ended the stream because it was a very long stream. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't think I could stream today because I just got so burned
Ah,
from that. Yeah.
you weren't planning to go 7 hours.
No, I really wasn't gonna go 7 hours, but I did anyway. I mean, it was
Oh,
snowing. There's not really much to do. I mean, all I would
it
have really
was.
done is just logged off, maybe play a little bit more, and then read something. But I don't know. I just went to bed afterward. Oh crap! Stupid fucking
Alright. I need to install more TV.
more TV. What is that? What? Huh?
I was going around the house for the entire 7 hours.
Oh man.
Planning to put a TV in the laundry room.
Oh, put
Uh,
a TV in the laundry room. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I was just. Oh man, my team is nowhere near here. Yeah, I just was like, I need a rant and all that stuff about the Comicsgate stuff because I'm not really into that stuff, and I need to
oh,
get that off my chest. Fuck this Spider-Man, by the way. Fuck this Spider-Man. Trying to fucking jump me.
you don't jump me, I jump you.
Yeah, this damn scumbag
Ah,
Spider-Man.
what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I didn't want to miss out on a live stream.
Oh man.
Oh man, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I was just talking about how I'm looking from both ways. Avengers, Doomsday, and Secret Wars. I don't know. Could be a make or break moment for the MCU. That's what I'm
Hmm.
talking about. Because I mean, we talked. I talked a tiny bit about that yesterday. Remember, I kind of previewed it.
Hmm.
I mentioned last year's like box office, right? I thought Fantastic Four, in my personal opinion, I thought underperformed a bit.
Mm.
I I thought it was going to do more than Superman.
Yeah, I didn't really do as much. I mean, it's not that it did like. It's not like Superman made a ton of money, by the way. It was just right a little bit above Fantastic Four.
Yeah, exactly. I still thought it would do, and with the inclusion of Doctor Doom and Avengers Doomsday right around the corner around that time. I thought it would do more because of that, because of the intrigue. Is Doctor Doom going to make a post credit scene in that
Hmm.
or something like that? Right? I thought my point now. I'm like, what if they release a Fantastic Four? Let's say this month, February or March, and we get closer to
Yeah,
Doomsday. Would it do? Would it do better? Would it do better at
maybe.
the Bucks? Yeah,
I mean, there's
because
not like there's a lot of competition. This
yeah, and and they tested that with Avengers movies in the past.
hmm.
Even though those Avenger movies came out in May, Endgame and Infinity War came out in May, Doomsday came out in December. But they have tested that with Captain Marvel and Black Panther, right?
Yeah,
Right, and look how successful they were financially, right? The thing is, my point is that these movies, Doomsday Secret Wars, all right, they have to be liked. I don't think money. I don't think it's gonna be an issue. Okay, but I think they have to be liked. I That it should not be go where BVS did. Okay, The worst case scenario is BVS.
Mm.
Okay, because you know how big the box office for BVS is opening weekend, right?
Mm-hmm.
Massive, right? It cannot afford to have a massive opening weekend BVS, and then all of a sudden it came out it wasn't good, and people didn't like it, and then the massive drop off second week. Massive. That's the worst case scenario, which I don't think it's gonna have. But if that's the case, and they gotta reboot the MCU fully. You gotta cancel Secret Wars, but it won't. They will continue Secret Wars, but they would have to reboot it fully. That's to me is like that to me is calling a meeting, man. To me, if I was Disney, I'd be calling a meeting if that's what happens, right? Like,
Mm.
that's the worst case scenario, right? And what the thing is, how this could go negatively, right? If these Doomsday Secret Wars are not well received, and I don't, like I said, the money I don't think it's be an issue. But if no, I'm not gonna. The benchmark is not to get Endgame or Infinity War money, right? Okay, but I do think Disney still expects 2 billion. But is there a chance it could do like Avatar 3 is doing? Because Avatar 3 hasn't even reached 2 billion yet, and it's been almost 3 months.
Right.
And I think what happened to Avatar 3 is Avatar 3 doesn't have as strong as a fandom as Marvel. Okay? That's a fact.
Yeah, Avatar 3 didn't make 2 billion.
No. It's still in theaters, but it hasn't even made 1.5 billion yet.
No, yeah.
Yeah. Uh, uh, is that is Doomsday if will Disney be okay if Doomsday made that much? 1.5 billion.
Yeah, I think they would be fine with it.
Okay.
It'd still be the highest grossing movie of like this decade. Because I mean, there hasn't been a lot of movies that could have reached that amount of
No.
money.
Okay. It could see that's the thing, but the money it's the reception wise is uh could right? So if they're good, successful, I believe the fallout from those movies will do wonders for the characters to survive that are going to be
Mm.
part of MCU's future, like the Thors, Fantastic Four. I'm not going to put Spider Man in there if they do a Spider Man 5 because Spider Man 5 is it's Spider Man. Uh, if Avengers Doomsday sequel breaks Spider Man, makes Spider Man not likable, whoa, that's a mistake. Oh my god! And
Well, what's that about? I didn't hear the beginning of the stream, so.
I'm just saying, like, if the Doomsday and Secret Wars are successful, I think the movies that follow the Fallout movies will be fine. I'm not talking about the major characters like the X-Men and Spider-Man because I think it'll be
Mhm.
fine. But I'm talking about like Thor 5 because I personally think, Blinded, I don't know about you, but if you agree or disagree, you can tell me. I think if Thor 5 came out before Secret Wars and Doomsday, like say last year for example, I think it'd make less of Thor Love and Thunder
Well, most,
because how bad Thor Love and Thunder was.
yeah. I mean, would they make a Thor 5?
Yeah.
Sorry, would they make a Thor 5? I feel like, sorry. Oh man, I know what's going on. I have water here.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying, like, I know that they have the Secret War stuff, right?
Yeah.
But like, why didn't they make movies based in Battleworld? I feel like that was kind of a missed opportunity. Because then you could have made like a
Because
Thor 5 with the Thor corpse and stuff.
I think Battle Royale was supposed to be in one movie.
Yeah, but I mean, like, Battleworld has all this,
I
all these
know.
like provinces and things, right, going on. Why not have? Because you can't explore all of that in one movie.
Oh, of course not.
Maybe
I
maybe
mean,
they can. Like, I
two
expect
parts.
it to be like an adventure movie or something where they're like maybe kind of like Lord of the Rings style where they're like traveling but just like in one movie
Hmm.
and they try to get to Doom. but I mean, like, there's a lot. I mean, it just kind of seems weird. Like, Secret Wars. If you're merging both of them, both Secret Wars. Um, well, just really the Hickman and the original.
It's
I
mostly the
mean, why
Hickman
why
one.
wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you explore Battleworld?
That's a good point. Yeah, I mean, if they do it in two parts, if they're gonna make Secret Wars in two parts, I mean, you could do greater, you could do more with that. You could come up with something like that.
Hmm.
But I think this Battle Royale is just gonna be one movie. Uh,
Yeah, I don't really see how. I mean, this is where I feel like, oh, it's happening again. Give me a second.
well, excuse me.
Okay, yeah. I I don't really understand why, it's like Marvel kind of burnt the whole cinematic universe because I mean, first off, Secret Wars really should have been where you had interconnected movies,
Mm-hmm.
right? But now, but after Endgame, everything was so interconnected, and that ended up becoming a major criticism. And as a result, I mean, now people don't want everything to be interconnected so much. But it's
Yeah.
like Secret Wars, when you read the story, I mean, yeah, well, I'm talking about the Hickman.
Well, yeah,
Uh,
that's what mostly it's about. I mean, the movie,
yeah,
most of Doomsday and Secret Wars is going to be mostly from the Hickman. But yeah,
yeah, yeah, because they set up the incursions and all of
yeah.
that stuff. I mean, also, I'm kind of curious too, like, who are the characters who are going to survive? Would they have Thanos be in the movie? I assume maybe they would because Thanos is a big
Every
character.
every day, I read that stupid plot leak. I think I said to you, that's so far fetched. Some of the stuff in that plot leak, if that's true, did you
Hmm.
read it on Discord?
No,
Okay, well,
no, I didn't read that. No, no,
because
you
every
sent
day
it to
there's
me. I
a,
didn't. I didn't even
okay,
realize. No.
every day they built Doomsday.
Hmm.
No, from the scoopers.
Yeah.
Lot of their scoops sometimes contradict their scoops from before.
Right.
Have you noticed that? Have you noticed that they contradict each other sometimes? Like what the? They have no clue. They have no clue. And I mean, they do. I mean, Thanos for sure. He is important, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, well, but the thing is, like, I mean, Secret Wars and Doomsday have to do good. They have to do justice. They have to do good
Hmm.
because if they're not, the characters are going to get movies after are going to suffer. Fantastic Four too could
Hmm.
suffer because of that,
Right. I mean,
right?
I think at that point, maybe, I don't know, they would just reboot or, I mean, Secret Wars is kind of technically a reboot of the Marvel
Yeah.
universe, but they merged it with the Ultimate universe. So,
Well, I mean, kind of five basically kind of said a soft reboot. Well, Secret Wars is really they're really doing this just to get Fantastic Four and the X Men in.
hmm.
I personally think Blinded, if they didn't get the Fox assets, right? The Fox assets
Hmm.
with the X Men and the Fantastic Four, they probably wouldn't do Multiverse Saga. Hi, Sean.
Yeah, I mean, they would kind of be, I mean, I'm curious what they would do. They probably might have just stuck with Kang.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I want Kevin Feige to come out like explain the original plan with Kang. Like what's the original plan with Kang? I wonder if they're ever going to come out. Come out. Because I don't really, but yeah, I mean, it's just the Secret Wars is just about getting every character in one universe, one universe, one
Hmm.
universe. Okay, Fantastic Four, X Men, they're all gonna be one universe. This is one universe. They're gonna get them all in one universe. That's what it's about, right? That's what it's all about. That's basically the ending. I mean, I seen it done in the 3-part DC animated movies.
Hmm.
Okay, okay. I'd seen it done in the Arrowverse because the Arrowverse had this similar. Like in the last season, I believe had this. The last not the Arrowverse, but the Arrowverse. The last season of Arrow and one of the seasons of Flash, they had the crossover events. They had this and like before the pandemic. It's the crossover event when they when Ezra Miller's Flash made an appearance. That event.
Hmm.
Okay.
Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Yeah, basically, yeah. That event. Okay. Okay. That event. Uh, so it's gonna be something similar in that an aspect that they're all gonna be part of one universe, right? But
Hmm.
it's gonna be differently. They're gonna have Doom. I mean, in the Arrowverse, the person who's the villain that was trying to be the hero was who in the DC who would be the most likely villain that'd be the Doctor Doom trying to save the multiverse? It'd probably be Lex Luthor, right?
Say that again. You're kind of breaking up.
Okay. In Marvel, we know it's Doctor Doom, but in DC, who would be that villain? It'd probably be Lex Luthor.
That's like similar to Doctor Doom.
But trying to save the multiverse or whatever, trying to be the hero, save the multiverse, it'd probably be like Lex Luthor. They could one up Superman.
Not. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say that. Not really. Lex Luthor.
He tried in this in the animated 3-part movie though.
I mean, I mean, Lex Luthor maybe is kind of similar to Doctor Doom, but not
No, I mean
really
like,
at all.
but the one that's trying to save the multiverse would probably be like Lex Luthor. Not obviously for different
No,
reasons.
I don't. No, I don't really think so. I mean, most of the time, Lex Luthor is just kind of like way more self-interested. I mean, the whole Doctor Doom is self-interested, but he is like I don't know. He in Secret Wars, right? Like he's the one, and this is why I'm like curious to see like is Doctor Doom really the protagonist of Doomsday? Because that would make a lot more sense.
Yeah,
Because since we don't really know a ton about him,
Doctor
but
Doom. You're right, because Doctor Doom, unlike Lex Luthor, Doctor Doom, yeah, he could be a dictator, selfish, but Doctor Doom can actually be. He's a lot more. He does have some noble qualities in him, like unlike Lex
well,
Luthor.
he was so like basically when the multiverse was collapsing, right?
Yeah,
Um, him and Doctor Strange and Molecule Man were basically sitting talking to the Beyonders.
I don't think
And
Malcolm X can be in the movie though.
no, some people think that the Void will be like
Battle World. Some people
Molecule
think
Man.
Void. Some people think the Void will be Battle World.
No, the Void as in Sentry's alternate
Oh,
personality.
okay.
Yeah, the Void. Some people think the Void will be take his role, or Sentry would take the role of Molecule Man.
I doubt
Um,
it.
no, I think so. I think it would make sense because Molecule Man is he's kind of like trapped and in this kind of like plane that only really Doctor Doom knows about him, and he kind of talks to him and stuff. And because Doctor, so essentially what happened was basically the three of them, they were kind of like, well, the multiverse is going to end. Someone's going to have to hold up the multiverse or recreate it based on the scraps that are left over, and that's what is
Yeah.
Battle World, right? And Doctor Strange didn't want to do it. He was like, I don't really think I should have that kind of power. And Doctor Doom was like, well, fine, I'll be the one who does it, and he becomes God Doom, right? And so, I mean, I don't think it will be exactly like that, but I do think they're going to take some cues from that because
Hmm.
I think they're going to have to make Doctor Doom a lot different compared to Thanos because Thanos is also one of the things that happens is that essentially um Reed Richards of the 616 universe creates what's called the raft, right? And the
Yeah.
raft is kind of like, again, it's like a biblical reference, right? With
Yes, I
Noah's
know.
Ark, right?
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
Only certain characters got picked to basically be there, which was like Star Lord, T'Challa, Peter Parker, well, the other Fantastic Four, but they kind of got fucked up and they got, you know, uh, swallowed at the ending of essentially the multiverse, and so they got handpicked to now be part of Doom's kind of what you call like royal family, right? Because Doom is like married to Sue Storm, right? Um, and Johnny was well, Johnny he got killed because he kind of went against Doom, but I always forget the sister's name, Franklin
Oh,
and
Valerie, or Valera.
yeah, I always say the name wrong. I don't know why, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
yeah.
I know.
Anyway, Val, right? Because she's really the god daughter of Doom, and so
Yeah,
she kind of is like looking over him. And
she.
I do wonder if they're gonna just do that in the movie, but with Franklin instead, because we do see Franklin and Doom together in the trailer, right? In the sorry post credit scene.
Valeria. There we go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Valeria.
she
Yeah.
kind of feels. She feels sorry for Doom, and he actually goes quite fond of her. In
Well,
the
she's like looks up to Doom because she sees him as his father, as her father, right?
Yeah,
But she doesn't know that because she everybody's been mind wiped. They have no clue about this
yeah.
other universe, and so she doesn't even know that her true dad is Reed Richards, right? And just the mere mention that Reed Richards still exists in this battle world set him the fuck off, right? Because he was like, I looked for Reed Richards throughout the multiverse, and I couldn't find him. And that was because, well, both Reed Richards, the 616, and the Ultimate Universe, which is the Maker, they were in the raft, right? So the Maker has his own raft that he essentially stole from
I
the 616 Reed Richards. And he
well,
goes with his kind of like villain team, which is like Thanos, the Black Order. I forget
yeah,
that one villain's name, Black Swan, I think. And
yes. I think it's back. Let me see.
yeah, they all are on, and Miles sneaks into their ship, and that's how you know, he
Well, I
ends
could.
up on Battleworld with Peter, right? I mean,
Well,
the thing
Mal.
is, there's a lot of world building. There's a lot of stuff that they talk about, like different
You
areas,
know,
right?
I
And
think Miles. I think Miles can be the Secret Wars movie because I believe Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse comes
yeah,
out before. I'm not sure if they. I don't think they could put Miles in the Secret Wars movie, but I'm not sure. But I'm not sure if they can actually, or they can't.
I mean, I don't know. They had concept art. Remember, I was saying they have
Yeah,
concept art of like animated characters, and I was like, well, maybe they will put the animated characters in Secret Wars and kind of just like explain, well, like it would be like the Looney Tunes movie, right? Or Roger Rabbit, right?
yeah.
I don't know how well that would go over with some people,
I'm
but I mean,
I'm curious what they're gonna
I,
do with that symbiote we saw in End of Spider No Way Home. I'm
well,
curious.
I think the symbiote might actually be in these movies. I mean, I feel like that kind of has to be a requirement. Like,
Do
I
you?
feel like what they will do is they'll take the story of um the Secret Wars of
Yeah, because that's the first Secret Wars in the '80s, right? With the symbiote, right? Is it '80s or '90s?
mhm.
Right? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That's the from the
80s. It's
'80s.
85
That's
or
yeah,
84, 84, 85.
yeah, yeah. That's when Peter got the symbiote, became Black Suicide Spider-Man. Yeah, yeah. I mean, is it possible that even though Scorpion in a brand new day is going to be addressed in Scorpion, do you think it's possible the symbiote might latch onto him in the in brand new day?
I mean, that was our theory, but I don't know if that's still gonna happen.
Yeah, because that happens in the comics, right? Because Matt Gargan does become Scorpion. I mean Venom, or at least a
Hmm.
did it, at least yeah, a version of Venom.
Well, Venom is in the Hickman Secret Wars, but he's in what is called the Shield, which is kind of like this wall, this giant wall that like basically is protecting all of the supervillains that are trapped,
Yeah,
and they can't escape, right? And Doom sends Captain Britain there because he kind of like him and his brother are like um they're one of the barons, I guess, of Doom. So like there's different, I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, but there's people who look over different kingdoms of of Battleworld, and they report to Doom, right? So like
mm.
people like Mr. Sinister was one of them, Captain Britain. Trying to think who else was there. Um, there was other characters who were barons, right? And then Doctor Strange was the sheriff, right? And then you had the Thor Corps, which were basically like the cops, and they would you know they basically work on behalf of Doom,
Yeah,
and yeah, and so there's like different, they test people to see if they're worthy of picking up the hammer, and then they become essentially cops.
yeah. We'll probably see it. I mean, I don't know if we're gonna see the Thor corpse. Maybe, yeah, we might see it in
I
Secret
think
Wars.
I
Maybe.
think so. I think we'll. I feel like the Thor corpse is probably likely.
Yeah,
I just don't know
from
like how they would do it. Like, would it just
I
be all
think
these like different guys playing Thor?
if they're gonna do something similar like that, they're not gonna have Mister Sinister because obviously they're not gonna have Captain
No.
Britain.
I think they'll have characters that are fill-ins, right? Like that's why I was saying I feel like Molecule Man will be replaced
Mhm.
by Sentry and the Void because the Void is pretty powerful in the MCU.
Yeah.
We don't really understand his like power set. So it would kind of make sense if he was, working on behalf of Doom. Like I feel like
Ah,
some characters
the way
will be.
the way the voice personality acts, what I don't think you want to work with Doom because he thinks
Well,
himself as a god.
that's why Doom has him trapped.
Yeah, yeah, because he thinks because the voice thinks himself as a god, right? Like himself as a god. We saw that with Thunderbolts, right? Like
Yeah, well, that lines up with Doctor Doom's
yeah,
motivation. It's because
yeah.
he needs someone that. Well, first off, they talk about who's gonna do this, right? And Doom is kind of conflicted, right? That like his whole thing, I feel like in the movie is gonna be like he doesn't really want to do this, but like it's kind of like necessary
What?
because I mean, well, it's all gonna end, and no one else really has the answer to it, right? And I
Uh,
also feel like he's gonna
yeah, he
have to
thinks.
know Reed Richards, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, I that's the most important. That's one of the most important things I think they need from these Avengers movies. That the Fantastic Four and Doctor Doom have to know each other. They have to know
Yeah,
each
but
other.
I wonder like how will he know it? Like, will Doom be from the Fantastic Four universe,
I assume he
or
is.
will he be like someone who's
Um,
aware that Reed Richards causes problems in the multiverse, something
I
like
mean,
that? I don't know how they'll explain
I
it.
mean, they showed that very seat in the.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that kind of like an Easter egg that Doom should be from
Yeah, I
their
mean, and
universe?
he was also at the ending, so I mean, like, where did he come from, right? Like, why would he? I don't think Doom is hopping universes. I mean, maybe he is doing that, but they would have to explain that all
Well,
to us.
yeah. How would he be able to hop universes? Would he have like? I mean, he doesn't. Have, it would, but does he have American Chavez's powers? Because he can steal from American Chavez her hopping universe ability, or does she have? How is he able to hop universes?
Hmm.
Right, right. I mean, Doctor Doom. Yeah, Doctor Doom gets all powerful, but it's not like natural to him. He steals that. He steals all that. He's right. That's Doctor Doom,
Hmm.
and yeah, Doctor Doom. You're right about Doctor Doom sees himself as a hero. I mean, look, Thanos saw himself as a hero too, right? Like,
Right. Well, Doom is like I was the only one who could have
Yeah.
done it because I mean, well, like I said, Doctor Strange didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange said no.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, that's the difference between Doctor Strange. Like, Doom has no problems. Doctor Strange isn't
Yeah,
one.
but he
Doctor Strange.
ultimately can't become God because like his
Yeah.
one that's what he realizes that he goes insane is because like he's like I want to be God, but the problem with me being God is that I'm flawed and therefore I can't be God. And so
Hmm.
he just at the like, you know, that idea alone it causes him a lot of grief
Look how
because
much.
now he can't really be an
Look.
well, he's not an omnipotent God, by the way. He's not omnipotent.
Look at. Look at Multiverse of Madness. You think he wanted to use the Dark Code, knowing what it does, what it did to Wanda?
Yeah.
He had kind of no choice, right? And
Well,
if
Doctor Strange doesn't want to become God because he's like I don't like no man deserves or has the right to become God, and so he just
yeah, Doom doesn't care.
doesn't really agree with that. And
Yeah,
so he's like I can't take that role.
Doctor
And
Doom
Doom
doesn't
just
care.
is like, well, someone's gonna have to do it, right? So it might as well be just me.
He,
But nobody can really become God. That's like the whole point of the story. It's like no man is really destined to be some
all
you
public,
know.
yeah,
Yeah.
yep, all
Yeah, and that's
powerful.
obviously the maker's issue too, because the maker is like thinks that he is above everything, above
Hmm.
everyone, thinks he could do you know, he thinks he can be God, right? And that's why eventually he does go off and he starts manipulating the other universes, right? And
Yeah.
that's how we get the new Ultimate Universe.
Well, the 616 universe is kind of like, I wouldn't say it's ultimate, but it's kind of like mix,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah, the MCU version, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's,
Yeah, the
the
MCU should really not be called the 616. They should call it something else that mirrors 616, but because the MCU is technically still in the same universe as the movies.
mm-hmm.
It's just I don't think they've ever really crossed over. I think there's like rights issues and things like that.
And now Secret Wars schedules film in August. I'm like, duh. They said
August?
summer. They said summer. They said they're going to film in summer.
I
August
thought
is
it was in a
summer.
film like in March or something.
No, in
Oh
August.
no.
No, then RPK. Then RPK.
I mean it
Then,
comes out in December, but still.
but I mean, look, Secret Wars comes out. I mean, it gets to film in August. It'll be fine by Secret Wars when it comes out in December next year. I don't think it's a worry. I don't think
They
it's.
had a lot of time to work on Doomsday though.
Yeah. I mean, Doomsday is supposed to
They
come out in two
started last
months.
year in yeah, well they started last year in March
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then
I
they
mean,
delayed it.
like 2 months from now. It's supposed to come like May 6th or something. It was supposed to come out 2 months from like
Yeah.
this weekend.
Yeah.
Now they moved to December holidays. They compete with Dune. Well, they're not going to compete.
Hmm.
There's no competing with Dune. I'm sorry. Like, it's the Christmas holidays. People will see both movies. I think most people that are going to see the Avenger movies will probably see Dune anyway. It's kind of like in the same, even though they're different genres. One's science fiction, one's comic book genre. But the overall big picture of things, it's kind of the same. It's kind of the
Hmm.
same. Kind of the same fan base. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah,
Like most,
kind of.
yeah. Science fiction. That's Avenger Dooms is going to be science fiction and fantasy.
Hmm.
The one movie that may suffer a little bit is Jumanji. I think Jumanji comes out that year, the same time, same month
Wait, this
before.
year?
I think Jumanji 6. Is it coming out? No, Jumanji 6. Jumanji.
Yeah, it is 6. It is.
Is it?
It is. Is it? No, no, no. 5. Is it 5?
Yeah, it's 5.
Yeah, I don't know. That comes out this year. I didn't realize.
Let me check. Is it this year? I know they always come out in December's, right? They always been December dates. Uh, where's the freaking filmography? The Rock has just a long Wikipedia page because of his wrestling career, man.
Hmm.
No match for Avengers of Blow, but I heard it's only for like 1 week, isn't
Yeah, I
it?
know. No, it doesn't. It doesn't have any IMAX. Same thing with Spider-Man. Yeah, I don't really understand why they like. They
Jumanji
were like,
3,
yeah, we'll just not
2026.
do IMAX, I guess.
Dune 3 is like the final Dune movie. Uh, I don't think there's gonna be. I don't think there's gonna be people who are gonna do. I mean, there's already the hashtag. As we get closer to it, as we get closer to December, they're already doing that. They're doing it now, but as we get closer to it, it's gonna be more. They're already doing that hashtag. Dune, what's it called? Doomsday,
Hmm.
right? The funny thing is when they did Barbenheimer, Barbie and Oppenheimer did not come out on the same day. It came out different weeks.
No, it came out on the same day.
Did it?
Yeah, that was the whole point. Yeah, it came out on the exact same day.
Really?
Yeah, that was the whole. That's why they had the trending stuff because they came on the same day.
Me personally, oh yeah, you're right. Me personally, we don't need a hashtag for Dune and Avengers because Avengers and Dune is not Oppenheimer and Barbie. Avengers and Dune would do very well. They don't need a hashtag, but it does add,
I mean,
I
I
guess.
the hash the whole. I mean, the whole point of Barbie and Oppenheimer was just it started off as a meme. It wasn't like it's
Yeah,
just that the two companies just were like we're gonna
yeah,
like play into it. But oh man, kill me.
yeah. Barbie Heimer
I mean,
was a
they could
meme,
do a Doomsday. It doesn't really matter. It comes out on the same day too. I'm sure
and
people
Dune's
will see both at the same time.
yeah, but oh man, those are gonna be 2 long movies. My God, that's like half a
Yeah, those
day.
are yeah, or a quarter of a day, six
Oh yeah,
hours.
yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah. No, Dune 4 is. Yeah, I know. Okay, yeah, I was wrong. Okay, I know Villeneuve's done after Dune 3. Is Dune 3
Mm.
called Dune Messiah? Or is it still called Dune 3? Is it still Dune Messiah?
Yeah, I think it's called Doom Messiah.
Yeah, Dune Messiah. Yeah, you're right. Timothy Chalamet. Uh, but man, I mean, yeah, I mean, if if there's any movie, if they, I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think anything is gonna move up. If there's any movie that's gonna move, it's gonna probably be Dune 3. But I don't think it's gonna move.
I don't think so.
Yeah. I don't think they would have moved it. They would have moved by now. They already got the IMAX theaters. That's why they're not moving.
Hmm.
Unless unless they said they're going to move those IMAX theaters, those IMAX spots. Well, just go to Avengers Doomsday. Disney was
But
sweeping.
they didn't really shoot Avengers Doomsday in IMAX.
IMAX. Oh, that's a good
I mean, it
point.
would still be an IMAX, but I mean, it would just kind of be like I don't know. I'm pretty sure Warner Brothers is gonna just stay. There's no point in
Yeah,
changing it.
I think they would have moved by now.
Yeah,
I Dune 3 can't move.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
not.
It's locked in.
And Avengers is not going to move either.
No, Avengers is not gonna move at this point.
No, no, not at all.
Avengers already started the marketing, so
Yeah,
I don't see them doing that.
exactly. Like marketing is. I mean, the trailers. You see some merchandise leak. You see some promotion. And Robert Downey Jr. wore like a Doom special custom made Super Bowl shirt at the Super Bowl. Something
Hmm.
like that. Yeah. June 3 trailer any day now. Uh, man, are they gonna release a trailer or are they gonna wait to CinemaCon? Because I mean, CinemaCon's next month.
Hmm.
Uh, but if these movies are successful and we all like, I think MCU fatigue will go away. If they're not,
I don't know. I feel like some people will still always have that opinion, right?
hmm yeah, I do. Did I spell Doomsday wrong? Oh my god, I just spelled Doomsday wrong. Is there a D in Doomsday? No, there isn't, right? There's no
Yeah.
D in Doomsday.
No, Doomsday.
Oh
There's
shit, I
two
think it is.
D's.
Oh, I just. Okay, I did spell it right.
Why? Hold on. What's going on here?
Yeah, there's two D's. Doomsday.
Yeah, Doomsday.
We're idiots, man. How could.
Wait,
Uh,
you spelled it? I didn't even see the title, so I can't even say.
no, I spelled it right. For a second there, I thought I didn't spell it right.
Oh, I don't even have enough space in this vault to.
It's fun because this is rumor that Doomsday's Doom might have Doom's white hat man might be a sorcerer with a sling ring, and he has a third eye. I'm like, why don't you just say it's Doctor Strange? The scoopers are saying that. Like, why? Why do you have to make it so like obtuse? I mean, like, we saw like just say it's Doctor Strange. Okay,
Yeah, it's Doctor Strange.
if like why? Why do you have to say that? His right hand man is a sorcerer with the ring what's it called, a sling ring? I don't know. And he has a third eye. Like, just say it's Doctor Strange. I mean, like, what? What? Just say that if it's okay. And oh my god, like why did Scooper say that when they say, oh, Toby Maguire and Hugh Jackman die in the first act, or you know, and stuff like that. Like seriously, this. Oh my god. Okay.
Hmm.
You think it's a variant Degrassi of Doom? Another Doom?
I don't know. I don't think they're gonna
That
do variants.
Degrassi
Wasn't
thinks
there
they're gonna do
something
variant.
that said something about how Marvel was gonna do all these like variants of Kang, and then
They had to.
obviously what?
Yeah, Ant-Man
But
was
like
still a lot of variants.
no, but no. But in the Kang Dynasty movie, they were gonna go up all against like all these versions of Kang, and
Yeah.
then Marvel was having like issues with the script because apparently they were like it doesn't really make a lot of sense like to have like different versions of the character and have the heroes all fight them all individually,
hmm
and so they were like struggling to even make that movie. I feel like Doom, there's gonna be only one version of Doom, and somehow this version of Doom is either connected or he's not connected to Iron Man. I don't really see the sense of doing all these variants and
Man,
stuff. I mean, because that's not even part of
sounds
Secret Wars.
sounds like the Suicide Squad game with the variants of Brainiac.
Yeah, I think there will be other characters have variants. Like I think Spider-Man will have variants, Thor will have variants. Like the various superheroes will have variants, but I don't think Doom will have a variant.
Thor does have variants. Remember the Fog was a Thor? Wasn't Fog Thor
Yeah,
in Loki? Like,
yeah.
yeah, I see sympathizer. I know because I know what you mean, Degrassi, because he does. Bob Dillinger does do different characters on that show, so
Yeah.
I know.
But I don't know. I just don't really see it. I mean, especially in the Hickman Secret Wars. Like, I don't really think it fits the story. I think it would make the story too confusing. And I feel like Doom being, like, there being one Doom and he chooses to be God is kind of interesting and how he
Yeah,
is, like, wrestling with that idea. I
See,
mean,
To me, Doom's ego is too big to have variants. Like, right?
yeah,
Like,
there obviously have been variants of Doctor Doom, obviously, but
yeah,
I mean, it's just that it just I don't know. I think they first off, it was a mistake to even do Kang as a major villain, and I mean, they did course correct. It seems like they course corrected way too late because if they're really going to be doing Doom, then they should have set up Doom. It shouldn't just be like, oh yeah, he just appears in this one movie. It's just like he should have appeared elsewhere,
like
and
Loki.
establish him. Yeah, he could have
They
been
did.
mentioned in Loki or something.
I mean, they did that with Loki, right? In when he was a villain of the Avengers movie, Loki was established in Thor,
Yeah.
right? And Thanos, when Thanos finally was the showed up in Infinity War, they kind of established him here and there, right?
Hmm.
Right? Yeah, yeah, you're right. I agree. I mean, remember the Scooper said Doctor Doom was going to appear in Black Panther too. Remember that?
Yeah.
And he was going to be the reason for Wakanda versus what were they called? What was Namor's tribe called? I don't know, but the war between Namor and Black Panther. Remember they said it was going to be the reason why
A war between the two.
Namor's people and the Black and Wakanda's people. They remember they said
Yeah.
Doctor Doom was really the cause behind that war.
Yeah, they were saying stuff like that, and it turned out it wasn't true.
Yeah, was it you and no, the bet was different between you and Finbar. You said your bet
Yeah.
was that he was not going to appear in the Multiverse Saga.
Yeah.
At the time, I think you're right. Probably winning that.
Yeah, and then they obviously had to pivot because of what happened.
Yeah,
I also think they pivoted because they realized too that the Kang stuff really would have never worked out. And it
Talokan.
was
Thank
like a
you.
blessing in disguise. That was really it.
Hey, Kang's going. They're gonna do the Daily Wire version of Kang Dynasty.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen. Ben Shapiro's gonna direct Jonathan Majors.
Hmm.
Man. Oh my God. That's a that's how much his career has fallen, huh?
Yeah.
Or Adamantium. Yeah, I remember that. Over Adamantium. Yeah, over that. Yeah, I remember that, Degrassi. I remember that. What's any DC news happening, guys? I don't know. When are we gonna get the Lanterns trailer? I mean, I want the Lanterns trailer come out
Not
already.
for a while.
Really, man? Well, I
Of
hope
course.
summer. I hope it. I hope they mean like July for the show. Like,
Hmm.
oh, I can't. I would, Anthony, but I have to go soon. I gotta order pizza for dinner. I'm having pizza for dinner tonight, and I gotta
Oh.
do that at 5:30 because it won't come here for an hour. Like,
What did
I'm, but
oh, Anthony.
you can ask the question here if you can. We'll answer here. I got time for like 20 more minutes.
Hmm.
Yeah. I apologize, but yeah, I gotta order pizza soon, like at 5:30. Uh, um. Okay, so I'm not counting adventure movies, but solo movies. Yes, I do think there'll be two more.
Two
Miles.
more after the two that we're getting?
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I think there'll be at least one more. I think there'll be two more, and I do think we're gonna get a live action Miles in the MCU one day. I do think so. What are your thoughts?
Yes. I mean,
Yeah.
one day we'll get it.
Miles is
Um,
highly popular, and Kevin Feige did say in the talking about the future of the MCU, he's talking about Miles and why he can't use Miles. And that's the reason because Sony's using him in the Spider Verse. It's like a kind of a contract thing, a clause thing. Did say that.
mm,
Did say that. But the Spider Verse is coming to an end. The trilogy is coming to an end in 2027. After that, I think they can use Miles Morales in the MCU. So I do think they will use Miles Morales in the MCU because Miles Morales is highly popular. He's a very highly popular character. It'd be stupid not to use him. No, they used Kamala Khan.
Hmm.
Miles Morales is more popular than Kamala Khan.
Yeah, yeah,
So yeah, I think we'll see him in Secret Wars. Yeah, I do think so. I mean, but I do think we're gonna see. I think we're gonna see Miles Morales. It kind of I want Miles Morales in the MCU. It's just
right.
that Sony's holding it up right now because it's Spider Verse. It comes to an end next year. So after that, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I mean Miles is too popular of a character to say no to, right?
yeah.
So,
But obviously they have to ask Sony's permission because Sony still has a live action Spider-Man rights, so they have to ask Sony's permission. And
mhm.
right, I assume, but it'd be stupid. It'd be stupid not even have. It'd be stupid not to think of the possibility of getting Miles Morales in the MCU. I don't know. Wait till that question pops up. What what hero do you think would make sense for Sony to experiment with, seeing that Marvel is going to get the full rights of Spider-Man from MCU? Um, I
Sony's never gonna give up the rights to
yeah,
Spider-Man.
and just say it does happen, they have to buy the rights from Marvel for a certain character, which they don't have. They
Yeah,
only have Spider-Man, and Marvel's not going to do that. MCU is not going to do that. Disney is not going to do that. They're not going to give. Say they got the full rights to Spider-Man, they're not going to give Thor live action rights to Sony or Captain America
no,
live action rights to Sony. They're not going to do that. That'll be
no, they can't. Sony Spider-Man makes so much money for Sony.
yeah.
They the only way Sony will give up Spider-Man is if, well, first
If
off, one, I think if they sell Sony, someone buys Sony.
if yeah,
Yeah, and I think that's one of the reasons why Sony doesn't want to get, well, Sony Pictures, right?
the Sony
Sony
Pictures.
Pictures is not, yeah, I don't think Sony, the Japanese company, is gonna let up Sony Pictures, and that's kind of the reason why Sony is in this weird, they're kind of a
Yeah.
weird studio compared to the other ones because they don't have their own streaming service. I mean, you could say they technically do, but because of the PlayStation Plus thing, where they have the movies, but no, not really. They don't have their own streaming service. They don't uh,
I
put out tons
well
of movies and blockbusters and all
I
that stuff.
I I don't they blind is explaining right they're not. I don't think they will, but I want MCU to have an involvement with the Spider-Man first live action stuff going forward because they said they're rebooting that, and I'd rather
Hmm.
have MCU have some involvement in that because I would love to see all be part of MCU. Everything with the Spider Verse be part of MCU. The new reboot.
Hmm.
I think they need it.
Well, I think Spider-Man needs to be integrated more into the MCU. I think
I
they should work out a deal to do something like that.
I think I
That's
think
what I
I
wish.
think I think that since they're rebuilding the Spider Verse, the live action stuff, I think that should have.
Hmm.
I think that should be part of MCU too. I think Marvel Studios should be part of that too. Be part of the process
Hmm.
because you saw how terrible the live action Spider spin-offs are.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, now they're saying they're rebooting them, but what's the point of rebooting them if they're not really under Marvel creatively?
uh, who's Marvel's 20th Century Fox characters? X-Men,
X-Men,
Deadpool.
Fantastic Four,
Well,
yeah,
Fantastic Four is
Deadpool,
not going rated R. That's for sure.
yeah.
Uh, the I don't know. Blade is not Fox. What was Ghost Rider? Ghost Rider's Paramount, right?
No, Ghost Rider was Sony.
Okay, Ghost Rider is Sony. What was Blade?
Yeah. Blade was Lionsgate.
Well, here's the thing: is not everything you don't have to do 20th Century Fox to be rated R. They could do rated R with other. They could do rated R with Blade, Ghost Rider if they wanted to. I mean, they
Hmm.
technically could do rated R with Fantastic Four if they wanted to. It doesn't necessarily have to be 20th Century Fox,
Right.
but they're not. But they're not going to. Most of their stuff is not going to be rated R. And if I'm gonna hate to break the bad news, if Deadpool and Wolverine are in Avengers Doomsday, which I think for sure Deadpool's in because I think it's been confirmed, he's gonna be toned down a bit because it's for that PG-13 rating.
Hmm.
Yeah, Blade's not having his own movie, but I think I think they can still introduce him.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see, I guess, about all that stuff.
But I wouldn't even. But the thing is, why would I want to introduce Blade in Midnight Suns? Unless they're fighting
Yeah, none of
vampires.
that even makes sense.
Unless they're fighting vampires. Right? If he's uh if he's fighting vampires, I could see that. They might just be waiting to do Blade after Multiverse Saga. I don't know.
Mm,
I don't know. Blade a Marvel special presentation.
not with Mahershala Ali.
Sony could literally use Spider-Man 2029 Scarlet Spider. Yeah. I mean, they can actually create their own Spider-Man, their own Peter Parker if they wanted to. They're just not.
Who?
Sony, can't they?
No, they can't.
Like, you see how stupid that sounds? Like they can't use Peter Parker Spider-Man when it's
They can't make their. They can't. Well, that's the reason why Spider Noir is the way he
uh,
is.
the Eternals should make it. Oh, the Eternals should make an appearance in. That's so stupid about Eternals. As Konami, Johnny's character, was not even part of the final battle. Like what the hell?
Mm,
Like that movie is. I don't know. It's trying to be too.
damn, this guy just killed me.
But yeah. I mean, Ben Wiley's by Noir. I mean, yeah, Ben Wiley. Yeah, I guess because they changed it into Ben Wiley because it's in the Spy Noir series. Is it Peter Parker? That's the name, but they can't use that name, right?
Mm,
So, because if you watch Madam Reb, they can use May Parker and Ben Parker, but they cannot say Peter Parker. Have you noticed remember that movie? Have they noticed that they didn't say what the child's name is? Have you said a name yet? And they're like, yes, but they couldn't say it. Like they couldn't say Peter
yeah,
Parker. Like really? That's
yeah,
how.
that movie's stupid.
Oh, that movie is trash. Oh my god. They're in a costume for like 2 seconds, and it's just a scene where the villain can see in the future. I actually think that's the worst comic book villain of all time.
Mm,
I think
yeah,
that's the
it was
worst comic.
bad.
Yeah. Oh. And there's some pretty bad MCU villains. This one's like the worst Marvel and DC villain of comic book villain, and he's definitely top 3 for me. Remember, I think and like Dakota Johnson thought she was going to be the MCU. I think City Sweetie thought she was going to be the MCU.
Yeah, they probably did.
Yo, if their agents manager doesn't know what the difference between MCU and non-MCU stuff, that's
Well, I think Sony and Marvel maybe were like originally thinking characters would cross over
mm-hmm.
because MCU because I mean we did have one MCU character who crossed over.
Oh, and we did have one Venom character. We have Venom crossover for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. We don't know how happened to Vulture. Like, man, what the hell happened to the Vulture?
Yeah, no clue.
I signed this Spider-Man film while having. Yeah. Well, man, I'm gonna have to order pizza like now. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, it's for dinner tonight. Uh, Thank you, Blind, for coming on. Appreciate
no
it.
problem.
Guys, make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment below. I might be back Tuesday. Bye.
Come on. Thanks for watching him, bitch!